Hi Rosida. In this video I'm going to give you some feedback on your assignment. So if we look at, where is it? The word count. That's better. Then you have 175, which is a little bit high. It should really be about 165 at the most, but not a big a deal. So I'll just turn on track changes so that you can see what I've done to your assignment. So this essay will discuss the future of my students. Okay, it's not all of your students, so I should probably mention here 3 of my students. Now, if you're going to go straight on to the first one, so you're okay here, number 2 and number 3. So number 1 should have his own paragraph as well. First, Mohammed Ahmad bin Mohammed Sani is a student who loves to play computer. Now, okay, we don't actually say play computer in English. They do in Thailand, but we don't. So we could say he loves to play on computers, play with computers, but sometimes he probably uses them for serious things. So he loves computers. That might be more general and not so many words. He repairs computers. That's a bit more than, yes. Oh, there we go. So he has skills in repairing computers and developing programs. Now, programs. This is how we spell program in the UK. In America, it's different. But when we're talking about computer programs, we use the American spelling. And developing programs. Okay. I hope he can pursue his studies. So, here we have a helping verb and then the infinitive. And here we need to have the infinitive as well, because it's can pursue and can obtain. PhD, and the same here. They managed to become a computer programmer. Okay. Another student of mine is, okay. For your word count, you may want to cut down on the names. That's quite a lot of words for someone's name. Her favorite subject is science. She likes to read science books and always got. Do you want the past here? Surely you want the present simple. She gets top marks every time the exam. Every time the exam doesn't really work. You could say every time she does an exam, or just she gets top marks in every exam. I hope that she will be successful and become a doctor. Right, the spaces. It just doesn't like too many spaces. In the past 5 years to come. Okay, now this is a bit weird. You're talking about the future. So it's not the past 5 years. It's in the 5 years to come. And then opened is the past. You don't want the past. So we're not 100% sure. We might successfully open her own clinic. Okay, finally, I hope and he would probably want a comma. Who likes to help his parents. Okay. Now, I hope for him what? What do you hope for him? So we don't really say You don't really need this because you don't explain what you hope. So finally, we have. So you just introduce him. Finally, we have my student, Mohammed, who likes to help his parents work as hawker. So it's two parents, so it can't be just a hawker. What kind of? Oh, okay. Hawker is it's the right word, but it's one we don't use very often. So depending on what they do, it might be work on a food stand in the evenings, maybe something like that. Okay. A hard working boy and not faint. Okay, now this isn't a sentence. A hard working boy and not ashamed to face people. So there's no verb in there. So you could say he is a hard-working boy and not ashamed to face people. I hope in the next 15 years Ismail will have his own business while a stately building. I'm not sure what you mean by that. We don't need it. So we'll have his own business. That seems pretty good. Okay. And really you're making a prediction for what will happen 15 years from now. So I hope in 15 years Israel will have his own business. Okay. Finally, I hope to be able to help these children success. Success is a noun, and he needed a verb. Succeed in their life, and so they manage. Okay. So really you want to carry on from here. So help these children succeed and manage. Manage to get what I want for their future. All right. Now, here we have word count. Word count was all right. Paragraphs, there was just one problem with the paragraphs. This one needed to be a paragraph. And the linking devices, the cohesion, that's great. So I'll give you a 9 for that. For grammar, so we had a few problems with grammar in repairing, plural, another plural, and some tenses. So this one should have been the present simple. This needed a verb to be a sentence. Okay, so I've got a couple of problems with tenses. The punctuation in general was very good. A few extra spaces, you probably want to cut that out, but I'll give you 8 for that. And vocabulary. Okay, so play computers. Hawker, but that was a difficult one. In general, yeah, I think your grammar was very good. Vocabulary was very good. So I'll give you a 9 for that. So 18, 26. So your average would be 8.7, should be 87%. Okay, I hope you find this feedback useful.